Hi, this is Corey Chambers in Los Angeles. Thanks for taking a minute to listen in and take a look. In a moment, I'm going to share with you some valuable information about this topic. And this is a big topic. Corey Chambers, SoCal Home Real Estate Newsletter, October 2019. And go ahead, give yourself a real treat this month. It's actually an extra big treat. I'm going to go into that for you. And if you see any properties that are of interest to you, let us know, and we'll arrange for a private preview upon request. If you have a home you'd like to sell, then you should know that I will guarantee the sale of your present home at a price acceptable to you, or I'll buy it for cash. This guarantee will allow you to buy your next home without worrying about selling your present home. To find out how much you could sell your home for, call me at 213-880-9910 now. So the treat is a couple things. Number one is helping these children at Children's Hospital Los Angeles, kids with nasty life-threatening diseases. And so we're on our campaign to raise $25,000, raised thousands of dollars toward that goal. Thanks to your help, and to clients, people who have referred me to buyers and sellers, and those that have used the Corey Chambers team to sell their home. So in addition to helping those kids, we want to make sure that we are doing the biggest, funnest things in the world for our clients and for the readers of the LA Loft Blog. So if you haven't looked at the LA Loft Blog, make sure you take a look at this. Go in there and just type in, because it's been a few days, go in and type, hold on a second. Let me get there for you. When you arrive, it's going to look like this. So just put in the search, go ahead and put in newsletter. Or you might even just put October. October, because it's October newsletter. And then that'll bring up for you, right there, Corey Chambers SoCal Home Real Estate Newsletter for October. Okay? So now we know what we're looking at exactly. But so in addition to helping these kids, which we do every day, and we do a big push every month in our newsletter, we want to help you. And so win free Arts District Indoor Amusement Park 2 tickets. Oh, I thought it was just 1 ticket. It's 2 tickets for 2 hours on Saturday, November 16th from 1 to 3 p.m. It's for the Corey Chambers team and the LA Loft Blog private event at 2-Bit Circus Indoor Amusement Park in downtown Los Angeles in the Arts District. No purchase necessary, good while supplies last. And to enter for your free ticket, just send an email to enter@entar.com. Again, just send an email to enter@entar.com. And here's the October newsletter, Corey Chambers SoCal Home Newsletter. So it's about paying it forward. We are the Paying It Forward real estate company. So the month of October can be a spooky month, maybe even a scary month with monstrous problems. Yikes. Well, maybe not, but words like that seem to be popping up everywhere as kids and adults alike look forward to Halloween. In fact, according to the USA Today, adults spend more on themselves to celebrate Halloween than any other day during the year. I get that, especially if they want to hang out with kids to go trick-or-treating or go to a Halloween party of some kind. For many homeowners and homebuyers, though, they are truly scared. Scared to death of how in the world they're going to get out of their house and into their next one. That's the trick. My treat is this. As a result of working with many families over a 20-year time span, which our team members have been helping people for more than 20 years, we have developed a special program to help sellers and home buyers. We will guarantee the sale of their present home at a price agreeable to them, and in the unlikely event that their home does not sell, we'll buy it. Now that's how you turn a trick into a real treat. So your referrals help the kids at Children's Hospital. Everything we do, what this is all about, Children's Hospital Los Angeles, and that we're raising $25,000 from our income from doing real estate that we give to Children's Hospital Los Angeles. All right? My heart breaks for many young people and families who will not be able to enjoy this fun time of the year, trick-or-treating, or going to Halloween parties. As you know, tragedy falls on many in this life. Tragedies like sickness, cancers, and other nasty diseases. What we aim to do is we can help kids who are unable to get out and have fun right now due to these evil health problems. We're on a mission to raise $25,000 for Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, and we do this by donating a portion of our income from homes that we sell. As you know, Children's Hospital of Los Angeles does great work in helping kids fight through and survive nasty diseases like cancer, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, leukemia, and others. Kids under their care are 300% more likely to enter into remission if they can get into the recovery center. But the recovery center survives on sponsorships and donations. So your referrals really do help the kids. So, do you like stories? Everyone has one. There's a story of this young person following, and it's a really good one. So read it with a tissue handy. Also, it's easy to refer those who you know are considering buying a home or selling a home. Just call me at 213-880-9910 or pass on my number. As I mentioned, we are a real estate company that gives back. So, I mentioned this earlier. We donate a portion of our income to these amazing kids, and what more worthy cause than the children at, Children's Hospital Los Angeles. So, early diagnosis of autism, spinal cord injuries is second to none at this hospital. So, give me a call or pass my number on to anyone you know who's considering buying or selling. The number, again, is 213-880-9910. You and your referrals mean more than ever to my team. As we move forward through this red-hot summer, which has now ended, we're now into fall, please know that we're extremely thankful for you and for you being a special part of our business. So the real estate company that gives back, we've mentioned that a couple of times. So our experience, our proven results, and our give back philosophy. Over the last 2 decades of helping thousands of families in their pursuits of selling their home or buying another, we've met some wonderful, loving, caring people just like you. So you can rest assured that your referrals, not only will they get the award-winning service that we're known for and the guarantee to back it up, but a solid portion of the income we receive will go toward this very worthy cause. So please refer your friends, neighbors, associates, or family members who are considering making a move. You can go to this website to refer them, referralshelpkids.com. You can see that we've given thousands of dollars to Children's Hospital, and you can also refer your friends who are making a move at that website, www.referralshelpkids.com. You can enter their contact information there online or forward the link to anyone who you know who's considering making a move. And of course, you can always call me directly as well on my mobile number, the 213 number. So here's why I support Children's Hospital Los Angeles. I grew up right here in Greater Los Angeles, born in LA County at St. Francis Hospital. I remember when I first heard about a young person close to our family who was suffering from a nasty disease and getting treated for that at Children's Hospital Los Angeles. It was then that I began to pay closer attention to the work they do at the hospital. Since then, I've learned that it's a collection of hardworking healthcare professionals, mostly making their home right here in the Los Angeles area, all coming together for a common cause. That cause is to help young people overcome unfortunate health issues that life sometimes throws our way. Being a Los Angeles area native here in California, I take pride in supporting in any way that I can, the good work that these people do at Children's. My team rallies around our annual goal of raising thousands of dollars, and donating portions of our income to help the kids and help Children's Hospital in their quest to heal young people when they need healing. My team and I are committed to providing outstanding results for buyers and sellers who are referred to us by our past clients. and I've discovered that Children's Hospital Los Angeles shares similar commitment to their patients. And since their services survive on sponsorships and donations, we are happy to contribute and proud to support them. Now here's a touching story of 3-year-old Braxton, and haemophilia has not slowed him down, thanks to the doctors of Children's Hospital. Roughly 20,000 people in the United States live with haemophilia, a bleeding disorder in which blood lacks the requisite protein to clot normally. I myself, Corey Chambers, have a type of anemia, but I'm very lucky because my type probably does more good than bad. The type of anemia that I have is hereditary, and while it does reduce the iron in the blood, it's either not noticeable at all or almost completely unnoticeable. And it also helps prevent some major diseases like malaria and lots of other diseases as well. So, but unfortunately for this boy, he has the bad type of hemophilia. Really, his is a bleeding disorder. And my disorder is not hemophilia, it's actually anemia. So it's night and day of what we're talking about. People with hemophilia can actually bleed to death. They have to get transfusions, and then they often have trouble with the blood that they receive. We don't hear much about that, but there's a whole lot of problems that people receive when they have to get blood transfusions all the time. So even if they don't bleed to death from their disorder, and even if they don't die from all the other problems, they often have, problems from the actual transfusions that they receive. But anyway, those are my words. Few people have lived with a condition for as much of their lives as 3-year-old Braxton. Braxton was diagnosed within days of his birth. Since then, doctors from Children's Hospital Los Angeles have worked tirelessly to ensure that he and his Woodland Hills, California family live relatively normal lives. The journey has not been easy, but his parents, Brenda and Marty, say they've been thankful for the expert care and gentle education Children's Hospital Los Angeles doctors and nurses have given them along the way. There were times when this has been scary, and we've had no idea how we're going to get through it, says Brenda. Today we're the parents of a happy and relatively healthy little boy. Early detection and diagnosis. Braxton was born with a big bump on his head, a curious symptom that prompted his pediatrician to send him to CHLA for further evaluation. Within 2 hours, emergency department doctors figured out he had hemophilia. Braxton and his family were referred to Guy Young, MD, director of CHLA's Hemostasis and Thrombosis Center and attending physician in the Division of Hematology, Oncology, and Blood and Marrow Transplantation. Dr. Young diagnosed Braxton with severe hemophilia, the most common type of the disorder. At the baby's 3-month checkup, he noted that the biggest concern for Braxton was bleeding on his brain, a condition that could create pressure in his skull and cause brain damage or death. The doctor then explained to Brenda and Marty what symptoms a young baby would exhibit during a bleed. Inconsolable crying, refusal to eat, swelling of the joints. In a shocking coincidence, Braxton began exhibiting some of the symptoms at home that very night. Brenda and Marty brought him back to CHLA, where doctors determined that he was experiencing 2 separate brain bleeds. Luckily for Braxton, Dr. Young and his team were able to respond immediately. We have that discussion about symptoms and what to expect with every hemophilia family, and every year we get few patients who come in with bleeding around their brains, says Dr. Young, who also serves as director of Children's Hospital's Clinical Coagulation Laboratory and professor of pediatrics at the Keck School of Medicine of USC. I'm not sure we've ever had a patient come in with strong symptoms like that on the same day. Dr. Young and his team came up with a treatment plan. Patients with hemophilia are missing a protein in their blood, a protein colloquially referred to as factor VIII. This protein helps blood coagulate and clot. When it's absent, you bleed longer before your body recovers. The most common treatment for patients missing factor VIII is to introduce a synthetic version of it. Initially, doctors, and later Brenda and Marty, administered this medicine through a Broviac line. Eventually, around his 10th birthday, Braxton had surgery to put a port in the right side of his chest. Currently, Brenda and Marty inject the protein here every 48 hours or so. Adjusting to a new reality. Because Braxton was diagnosed at such an early age, Brenda and Marty were able to incorporate day-to-day realities of this treatment into their lives as parents of 4. Grappling with the psychological and emotional aspects of raising a child with hemophilia was much more of a slog. Education came first. Though hemophilia is congenital and passed along the mother's lineage, Brenda had no family history of the disorder and therefore no experience with it. Her only knowledge of hemophilia was in relation to Ryan White, a patient in the early 1980s who contracted HIV during a blood transfusion. Marty didn't even know that much until he started reading literature from Dr. Young and the National Hemophilia Foundation online. While this material broadened their knowledge, it also spiked their anxiety. Babies are curious by nature, and sometimes they fall. Both Brenda and Marty became terrified that any little scrape or bruise could trigger a complicated bleed that threatened Braxton's well-being and required immediate hospitalization. They envisioned a kid growing up in knee pads and helmets. I remember thinking, how are we going to keep this kid alive without sticking him in a bubble? Says Brenda, 36. I was truly terrified. The more they read, however, the more comfortable they became. One piece of literature said it's good for hemophilia patients to lift weights and be active. Another encouraged parents of kids with hemophilia to back off while kids learn balance and how to walk. Marty joined some support groups where other parents shared stories that put his mind at ease. Even Dr. Young shared some reassuring news. Severe hemophilia is manageable, he said, with the exceptions of having to do regular treatments and having to be vigilant about signs and symptoms of bleeding. Patients with hemophilia can live relatively normal lives. One of the only things Braxton won't be able to do, play contact sports. For Marty, 32, a football fanatic and football coach at Los Angeles area high school, this was tough news to digest. So you're going to see right here, I'm going to point out, win free tickets. Send an email to enter@ntar.com. Let's take a closer look at this. So when you're looking at the LA Loft Blog and reading this article, and here you find some more details. Corey Chambers' team and LA Loft Blog event at 2-Bit Circus, downtown Los Angeles, Saturday, November 16th, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. This is actually a private party, but has free tickets to give away as a limited time offer, and good while supply lasts. So if you have not requested your free tickets yet, you definitely want to do that. All you have to do is send an email to enter@ntar.com. Make sure you include your contact information in that email. So back to Braxton. His father, Marty, admits he had dreamed of Braxton playing football and immediately struggled with the reality that those dreams would never come true. Marty kept most of these struggles to himself. Then one day, after a regular checkup at Children's Hospital Los Angeles, he came face to face with the need to let them go. We walked out of the hospital room, out of the double doors, and right by a little girl who was very sick and whose mom looked like she hadn't slept in weeks, says Marty, looking back. In that moment, I recognized I was being so stupid and selfish about football. I realized I just needed to be happy Braxton was going to be okay. What's next? Since those first 2 brain bleeds, the 3-year-old hasn't had another. At some point, Braxton will need another surgery to remove his port. From that point forward, Brenda and Marty will have to decide if they want to put in a new port or switch to a new medication that necessitates only 1 shot per month. Today, Braxton runs, jumps, climbs, swims, and dances like any other toddler. He's super happy. He chases his siblings who are 12, 10, and 9. He falls down. He gets scratches and cuts. Sometimes he even bruises. With the help of his medicine, each of these minor scrapes and bruises has healed perfectly and uneventfully. So, as long as Brenda and Marty watch Braxton for signs of internal bleeding, Dr. Young believes the boy should be fine. And Brenda and Marty certainly will remain vigilant. The two have become active members of the local haemophilia community and were outspoken participants in raising awareness in conjunction with National Bleeding Disorder Month this past March. Both parents say they are committed to never letting their son's condition define him. We don't ever want of him to think that he's different from other kids or that he can't do things that other kids do, says Brenda. Marty agrees. There's a little helicopter parent in all of us. And if you have a kid with hemophilia, you're always going to be worried about the worst thing happening, he says. The reality is that every kid needs to learn to fail. How you can help. Refer your friends, neighbors, associates, or family members who are considering making a move at referralshelpkids.com. Or call me, Corey, at 213-880-9910. Thanks for listening in and taking a look at this very important post on the LA Loft Blog. As I mentioned, a property information packet of any properties that you may be interested in downtown Los Angeles or Southern California. We can send you that private information packet, property information, or arrange a private preview upon request. Call me at 213-880-9910 now. Corey Chambers in Los Angeles, your home sold guaranteed or I'll buy it. Thank you for taking a look. Thanks again for listening, and you take care. Bye-bye.